Hello guys, my name is Kiminekyt and let's start this new video like a true Shrek would. Not totally because of the fact that I'm gonna tell you a really disgusting story within a couple of seconds, and totally not because of the fact that I just watched 3 different Shrek movies in a row. Hey, it's Christmas. Fairy tales are constantly on the TV, it's just flooded with Shrek movies, alright? So, and now to what I was talking about. Let's start this video like a true Shrek would, because I'm gonna tell you a really disgusting story. You see, a couple of days ago, I pushed out the biggest black head of my entire life out of my body. It was a black head about the size of a capital I. Font size 40. And a bit thicker. And once I pushed it out, it was the weirdest, most disgusting, yet weirdly accomplishing feeling that I've ever had. It was as if I've just climbed the Mount Everest. It was the kind of a feeling you get when you like burp and fart at the same time. You didn't know why you feel so proud of yourself, as if you have done actually something genuinely productive. While at the same time you are just wondering, what the fuck did you just do? Like, it was the weirdest feeling I've ever had. Still though, now really to the video. Today we are gonna be watching Hell's Revenge playing in this disgusting IS-3A. Now we understand why I wanted to start this video kinda disgustingly. It's because this entire video is a bit disgusting. You see, quite recently the IS-3A kinda slipped under the radar of mine and got quite severely buffed. To be more precise, this tank was given an autoloader. Not just any autoloader, but an Italian autoloader. And not just any Italian autoloader, but an inverted Italian autoloader, which, well, does exactly what it just says. It is an inverted Italian autoloader. So though, normally, an Italian autoloader is weak when the enemies decide to rush onto the Italian tank, because once it empties its entire clip, it will have to shoot its last shell, and only its last shell, which takes the longest amount of time to reload. This can get to be quite annoying for a person using the tank, because you will have to wait like 16 seconds for every single one of the shells to reload. However, the IS-3A was given an inverted Italian autoloader, which is, well, inverted. So instead of this shell taking the longest amount of time to reload, the last shell taking the longest amount of time to reload, the first shell takes the longest amount of time to reload. So yeah, it's pretty damn freaking broken. Still though, here we can see a horde of enemies, and while I was talking my disgusting stories for the first 3 minutes of this game, our hero was already capable of doing nearly 3000 damage, showing you just how ridiculously overpowered this tank is. I should also point out one thing, and that is that this stock T-29 probably doesn't have a single clue about how to play a freaking T-29, because he just rushed over here thinking that his whole armor is gonna block everything. Look at the enemy T-29. He knows how to use his armor. He knows how to not expose his whole armor. He knows that once he exposes his whole armor, he's as good as that. So though, your entire southern flank over here dropped dead. The northern flank also dropped dead. Your entire team is pretty much reduced to just artilleries and tank destroyers, which are not gonna do much. And here are 2 enemy tanks pushing onto you. The T-29 is gonna take a swing and he will miss. Here is gonna be the I want to say the T3, but the IS-3, which will also take a swing soon enough. There we go, there's the IS-3, and oh, what a loud hit. Yeah, he was the first enemy tank that was actually capable of penetrating your armor. This tank is an absolute god since ever if it comes to like dealing with lower tier enemies, because of the fact that it has pretty broken armor. It basically has the IS-3's armor, but like 10 to 20 millimeters thicker. So it can kinda reliably bounce all the way up to tier 8 tanks. Tier 6 and tier 7 tanks probably won't even be able to kill it ever frontally, and will have to go around it, and tier 8 tanks will also struggle to kill it unless they have 210 millimeters and above. And plus to that, if this tank goes hull down, it doesn't even have the tiny ass cupola of the IS-3. So if you shoot the top of its turret, yeah, it still has this part, which is quite easily penetratable, but it is not as vulnerable as the one on the IS-3. Still, there's the IS-3 and he penetrated yet another shell. Now give me a second, I'm gonna decrease the sound because I didn't know if they finally actually fixed the sounds or something like that. But I do have a feeling like the sounds are genuinely louder. And all of the sounds are just louder. So, yeah. Let's go with FX down to 5. We don't need to hear them too much. And let's turn the game back on. I should also point out one thing, and is that our hero right now realized that he is kind of running low on his APCRs. And he should start reloading in the heats. So yeah, he's down to pretty much only his heat ammunition and a couple of high explosives. So yeah, and there's the enemy IS-3, yet another penetrated shot. I'm wondering where the hell is he constantly penetrating you? Give me a second. Is he what the hell is with the camera? Give me a second. Where is he penetrating you? He already can penetrate your... Oh yeah, that thing has 225 penetration, so it kind of makes sense that he's capable of penetrating you like this. Yeah, I'll take them back. Wait, is it too quiet now? Let's go back to a 15. Alright, let's go back to 15. And now our hero decided to not shoot. By the way, our hero is currently getting flanked by the enemy T-29. And one shell into the... I do have a feeling like that shell managed to hit his whole armor and didn't actually hit his turret, because if it did hit the turret, it definitely wouldn't be able to penetrate, because the T-29, in despite of the fact that it is a tier 7 tank, still has like 270 to 300 armor frontal on its turret. Oh, look at that frontal plate of the IS-3. Has so many holes. And our hero put yet another shell into his frontal plate. There we go. That's the IS-3 taken care of. Now we need to take care of the rest of the enemy team. 6 tanks. And you're pretty much alone against them, because your RT will die within a couple of seconds. The B-43 tear is right now coming for your Crusader. So he's gonna have just a couple of seconds left until he's dead. And you're deciding to go on a hunt towards your cap circle. There's probably gonna be a couple of people out. Oh, there is that sneaky little bugger. Look at that E-25, thinking how invisible he is. But he managed to remove you into sort of an one-shotting territory of the Strenghts ML. Because if he is using the top gun, he is gonna be able to one-shot you right now at this very moment. If I'm correct, it has like 490 alpha damage. Yeah, it has 490 alpha damage if I'm correct. Oh, and that was a pretty nice blind shot into the enemy Italian tank, the P-43. By the way, right now, my night bursts are just... What? This is a thing I woke up to. This morning, I woke up to my night bursts just doing some crazy ass shit in their apartment. Like, you know, I'm living in one of those Soviet era apartments, and... if somebody is doing something like knocking against his wall or just drilling a hole into his wall, you can hear it. And right now, I don't know what the hell is my neighbor doing, but I can hear him knocking or whatever the hell is he doing over there. So, our hero managed to finally get into his cap circle, and he found a sneaky little Strenghts, the vacuum cleaner, cleaning about your home. There we go. We need to put just a single shell into him, and your over-enthusiastic Crusader SP decided to say, "Good shot, you knocked his stop off," which is a pretty nice accent. I gotta give you that, but it's kind of over-enthusiastic. You didn't need to do that. So though, there's the Strenghts ML, a shell into him. You managed to hit it. You managed to get rid of him, and now there are only 3 enemy vehicles remaining. Be careful not to call them tanks, because these fuckers don't deserve to be called tanks. They are vehicles. They are artilleries. Those things were never considered to be tanks. They were always self-propelled guns. In this case, artilleries. Alright, so yeah, you're kinda on the RT hunt right now. You don't know where exactly they are, and you don't even know whether or not they are actually coming towards you. it's quite possible that they are still camped over here, which I personally would do if I was one of those artilleries. At this point, I would be like, yep, I won't be able to finish this game. I better not give him an absolutely amazing game in which he's going to win. And I would just make it a draw and hope that he will come around of this corner, around this side of a hill, and I would attempt to put a shell into him over there. So yeah, it's quite likely, it's quite possible that the enemies are not even attempting to move towards his cap circle at this very moment. Right, where are the arties? Well, speak of a devil, they actually are moving towards your cap circle. There's the enemy GW Tiger P, 2 shells into him, he's dead, 2 enemy artillery still remaining. The Crusader SP might have actually moved from the cap circle as it is pretty decently fast artillery. I doubt that the GW Panther did, because that artillery can barely get up to like 25-30 kilometers per hour. And it's actually the GW Panther that moved from his cap circle, not the Crusader SP. It's actually not even a Crusader, it's the M12. Alright, 1 shot into him, 1 high explosive into him, he managed to hit you. You're 1 shot away from death. He's running away behind the hill. Will he be able to hit him? You decide to thread the needle, and no, you didn't manage to hit him. You're right now reloading the last one of your APCR rounds. After that, you get only 1 single heat shell remaining, and then you are all out. You need to find him, and you need to hit him. Where is he? Where is he? There is he. I probably wouldn't thread this needle, but you decide to thread it, and still manage to kill him. At this point, I do have a feeling like you are either writing something. Yeah, you're writing something. And for a moment there, I thought that you forget about the fact that there's still 1 single enemy tank remaining. Not a tank, 1 single enemy vehicle remaining. And you just thought like, yep, that was a really good game. Yeah. I actually have done that once in my lifetime. I killed 6 enemy tanks. I would have the Kolobanovs, but I killed an artillery and I thought that the game is over. So I decided to just randomly AFK on the spot, just sitting there, and I got killed by the artillery. Ah, Jesus, that was one of the most embarrassing moments I've ever lived through. Such an amazing game, all through the trash bin. Oh, and there's the enemy M12. Will he be able to hit it? I doubt that he won't be able to hit it. There we go, a shell into the M12. He actually nearly managed to miss it. Still though, G freaking G. And in the postgame says, we may see what a truly amazing game this was. I gotta give you one thing, you were playing in the IS-3A, which is a really disgustingly broken tank. But on the other hand, you weren't necessarily spamming premium rounds. Sure, you used like half your clip, holy shit, that's a pretty nice amount of money you made there. So though, you were using a lot of premium rounds. Like half your entire clip were just premium rounds. So yeah, you were kinda using a lot of them, but you weren't necessarily spamming them. And at the same time, you managed to get how many medals? 5 over here, 4, 7, 12 medals in total. 12 medals! 5 which were a bit less rare ones, and then you had these 4. Look at it. Dimitri's medal, Radley Walter's medal, Kolbanov's medal, and Fade's medal at once. These 4 medals, I've probably never seen these 4 medals together. And you managed to get them. Absolutely freaking amazing. I understand that this thing is broken, but this is remarkably good, even for such a broken thing. And the team score, we may see that you truly carried your team. Well, the second best player on your team was playing the defender, no surprise there. But you were playing the IS-3A and was able to deal over 7,000 damage and get yourself over 2,200 experience. In detail report, we may see that you made 300,000 credits. Holy shit. You also were able to get over 9,000 experience. I understand that this was for a mission, this was for a premium game, premium vehicle, but you were able to get 3,300 experience baseline. What an absolute amazing game. I really enjoyed watching it. It had a nice little twist into it. It was pretty nicely action packed, and sure, it was played with a pretty damn broken tank, but considering the results, yeah, it was a really good game. Still though, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. I didn't really enjoy commentating it. I'm not really alright with the way I commentated. Still though, hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that I'll see you next time. Bye.